Go.
Welcome back, everybody. I've got a few notes here. I'm hoping that everybody got thorough enjoyment out of this morning's budget session, because that's all about numbers, and numbers make me laugh and make me want to dance and make me want to do all kinds of crazy things. So now we're going to take it another step further and talk about reforecasts. And is everybody familiar with the term reforecast and the deed reforecast? Okay. Well, reforecasts are done depending upon your ownership. Mine does one per year, but in advance of that one per year, we have the first 6 months are actuals, and then the last 6 months are budget. And kind of take a look. It's called the 6+6. I've had clients where we've done a 3+9, a 5+7, a 6+6, a 7+5, then a 9+3. Shoot me if I've gone too far, but that's the kind of anal-retentive clients that you could have, who just really need to see tick and tide. I mean, everything has to just meet to the letter. And the thing with reforecast that is extremely valuable is, so yes, you can see how things end up at the end of the year. But very often, clients that you may have, depending upon their ownership tenure in the property, may be looking to refinance, in which case they need to get a better snapshot as to where things stand on a month-by-month basis. So very often, you know, the variance reporting that we do on a year-to-date basis, we take a look at how are we doing relative to our budget. And that's all well and good, but how early do we have to turn in our budgets before the year actually starts? I mean, in many cases, it's 3 and 4 months in advance, and then the year starts and you've got all kinds of new information that wasn't available before the budget due date. So the reforecasting can help you recalibrate and get a little bit better picture as to what the end of the year is going to look like. And so the reforecasting process, I'm going to use the whiteboard here and just going to show you a few things that we do that helps make it a little bit clearer. So assuming we're doing a what we call a 6+6, so that's 6 months of actuals and then 6 months of budget. So we take a look at the very first, the very first largest variances. So as you're looking at revenue versus expenses, I zero in on expenses first, because my team can really get involved on the expense side. I've got engineers. These guys know the repair and maintenance category backwards and forwards. A lot of them know the contract services category backwards and forwards. That's some kind of a blend between our engineering team and our administrative and management team. So we'll take a look at some of the biggest variances. A lot of them show up in utilities, in which case, did we not really calculate the amount of load that we're going to have on our systems before we set out with the budget? Or have there been some conditions that have changed occupancy in such a way that's really strained the amount of utility consumption that we have, and therefore screwing up our numbers? God forbid we screw up our numbers. So we take a look at what the biggest categories are. And we zero in, we get a big picture feel as to where might we be off and where might the year end up. And so